Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I have to say that this hiatus that I've had ever since the last video on this one has not been because I wanted to, even though I realize now that I needed it. I might be doing a video talking about that in the future, I just don't know just yet. But in the meantime, I wanted to come to you guys with a new video, in this case, and a sketchbook tour. This sketchbook, I started it around, I actually got the date here. I started it I got it on April. I don't know why, but in my head it was longer ago. Maybe it is because of the whole quarantine and pandemic situation that time seems like a silly thing to think about right now. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this little sketchbook that I have. I've still got some pages left, but as you can see, it's pretty worn out. So it's really difficult to be able to have it on my backpack, on my side bag, and actually use it without it breaking apart. So without further ado, let's see the little sketchbook. Here is just a little tantrum of things speaking about how I was feeling at the time. Here we have to wash landscapes. This is the time that I got my Himi Wash wash set. And these are the first things that I was doing with it. I actually really like how this one turned out. And I remember that as I was doing it, I was thinking, oh my god, this is going to look like crap. Like most of the times I'm doing something. Some eyes, you're gonna see a lot of eyes in this sketchbook. More landscapes. This one I like a lot. Some negative space. I actually did this for in a tutorial. I have more of these ones because I enjoyed doing them and they feel like a relaxing thing to do, a relaxing practice thing. Some desert, not dessert. This perspective view that I had in mind, I actually don't like the color of the road. But I like the rest, which is funny because I don't know if it's that good. Some portraits. I like doing portraits, and this set of faces that I have here, I did in a previous sketchbook. Sorry for the noise outside. And I don't know, they are not perfect, but they are a big improvement from what they used to be in the previous one. Same as this one. I really like this face here. This one, again, a tutorial. This thing just popped into my head and I don't know if it makes much sense, but it gives me like a peace and tranquility kind of feeling. The first mushroom, you're gonna see a lot of rooms in this one, like I said. These two, I don't know if they are from a previous video, but you'll see one of those in a few. This koi fish that I loved how it turned out because of the line work. More eyes. This is the time that I was watching Attack of Titan, and this eye always reminds me of the eye of a Titan. I really like it. Same as this one. Some fish. These two I love because they are together in the page. They like combine very well. Give a very old Japanese sort of style. My beautiful... Oh, I love this octopus. I'm sorry. I just loved how it turned out. I know there are too many tentacles, but that's not an issue. I love the color, I love the shade. I really had a great time painting it. Same with the jellyfish. This actually popped into my head after one of my friends told me, you never draw any jellyfish even though you said you love them. And I was like, oh, you're kind of right. And I started doing more. This is the sketch that I did for a painting that I was gifting my sister for her birthday. And this was just basic organization to see where everything was going. A shark. Again, more Japanese stuff, and these are the two paintings that I had in a video before. You can see the link in the description. I really like this one much more than the other one. Some little pieces that I was doing. This mushroom I really liked. I thought about turning it into a sticker or something. I don't know just yet. And these two. This one I did a similar one in another sketchbook, and I've never painted a squid before, and it turned out great. I had a lovely time doing it. Some cliffs, some clouds. Again, this jellyfish I don't really like. I thought it was clever in the beginning, the idea, but I didn't do it very well. Again, more mushrooms. This actually I painted while doing my Dungeons and Dragons session from this campaign. I really like this page, especially this one. This one I love to bits. Some eyes. This is when I got my pastels. I was trying out things and stuff. This page is just a mess. More eyes. I tend to draw eyes when I don't know what to do. I love this page. I know I say that a lot, but some combinations I just really like. This eye just popped into my head when I was playing Bloodborne. I really, really like the way it turned out. And this too, I was not thinking of doing 2 eyes, just this one. And then I thought that it might be fun to add another one. And they gave this mysterious look to the page. And this one I actually came back and forth in doing it, because whenever I saw it, I saw something that was out of place in my head. And I kept on adding things and taking things out, and in the end I think I like how it looks. Same with this one, even though this one the shading is a little meh. These two are my D&D characters. This one is the first one that I ever did, and this is the last one that I'm doing right now. Dwarves, always dwarves. Again, some flowers from another D&D session. Same with the eye that I was talking to you about before. This one, I didn't really like it at first, and this is the way it turned out at the moment. But every time I look at it, I like it more. I don't know, it's funny. Some negative space that I was talking to you about. Same again here. Some peonies. This thing that I saw in a trip with my family. I talked about it in another video. More looks. Some chickens, but chickens are not my thing. Drawing wise, I like chickens. Some marine, oceanic stuff. Some sea creatures. I always like to draw sea creatures. I love this mushroom. I tried to do it digitally, but it didn't turn out quite well. This page is really just something that popped into my head, and I ended up loving this one. The blowfish is a little... he's got issues. This page is a mess, but I don't mind, because I didn't know what to do at the moment. I was trying to replicate the eyes that you've seen before, but I didn't really do a good work because I was not focusing on painting. I was just, you know, passing time, and that doesn't work. This I used to do a lot in a previous sketchbook of mine. Some mushrooms and then some shapes behind, either circles, squares, triangles, whatever, just to add some, like, something that popped into you whenever you looked at it. It doesn't look horrible. I like it, but it could look a lot better. Some landscape, not mine. Again, these two are me trying to understand how wash work. So I looked up some artists that I follow and saw some tutorials to actually get into my head how to work with wash. Because, for example, this thing of getting a base and then adding on top of that base, I had no skills while I was doing it, and this way I could learn something. Again, some landscapes, random things. This page is funny because this one I did around 10 minutes before my final exam of biochemistry, because I didn't know what to do. I was very nervous, I was all over the place, and one of my friends, a lovely friend, told me, why don't you paint some crocodiles? And I thought, what the hell are you thinking? I don't know how to paint crocodiles to save my life, and I'm already stressed because of an exam. But then I started doing it, and I had a lovely time. I mean, I liked it. The thing that I like the most, that gets into my head whenever I look at this page, is this paw. Well, it's not a paw, it's a claw. But I don't know, I just like the way it looks. Just that. The rest you can discuss about, but just that, I'll fight you for it. Here's some frogs. I want to draw frogs again. This was like a mild idea of painting my sister's dog. Didn't turn out quite well, I'm sorry. More sessions, D&D sessions. Here I was struggling with color, and this is when I started going downhill, except for this one, because I started getting demotivated. I didn't finish almost any page. When I finished one, I thought it was just crap. This is my D&D character all over again. But in the end, I kept on painting, and I paint myself through it. For example, with this eye, I remember exactly that when I finished it, I thought, it's crap. Now I cannot even draw eyes. And now I like it. I mean, yeah, it could be better. The shading is a little off and all that, but it's not as horrible as I thought in the beginning. Some creatures, forest creatures. And this is when I started to get out of that block that I was talking to you about. I started doing what I know. Watercolor-based paintings with some mild line work, just to work myself out of that negative place that I was in. And I did a series of plants and fruits. I like this magnolia right there, a pomegranate, and the green salal leaves. I really like that one. These two together. I think this would look good in a sticker. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that one in a sticker. This was my old room where I used to live. A forest creature that I thought about while watching a TV show. I was watching this show called Dorohedoro. I think I've talked to you guys about this in a previous video, and I thought, how funny the idea of a person with a mush head. And this is what happened. I like this one. This one is shaped like a rhino for some reason. This one is just not. And this is the first one that I did, but this one I think looks good. Some sea angels. I really like sea angels. D&D sessions. Again, I was not feeling completely that I was back into doing stuff, but I felt a bit better. I like this eye a lot. Some shapes and postures. And we're getting to the end. This is a house. Well, it's not a house. It was a house. I know it's turned into a hotel up in the mountains where I live. Some shapes that I was seeing right there. And this is the ending of the page of the sketchbook that I didn't finish. These ones are not mine. These are from my friends that they draw while I was doing a D&D session for them. And I told them, here you go, paint something. And I put a little bit of pressure to them to paint something. But yes, this is the ending of the sketchbook. I enjoyed it. This was actually, if you want like a little review of it, was very cheap, €3. It gave you what you expect of a €3 sketchbook. And I actually feel strange getting, not rid, because I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna store it with the other ones that I've got. But I feel weird about not using it anymore, because this was my companion throughout the pandemic, where I, freed all my thoughts and all my ideas. But it's time to move on, and so we will. And in the moving on spirit of with it all, but the issue is that I do not know what sketchbook to use now. I've got a few options. This Moleskine one that I found in one of my brother's drawers that he's not using anymore. The thing that I don't like about this paper is that it's really thin. And for all the wash and watercolor I use, I don't know if it's gonna be good enough. So, nope. Then we've got this one from IKEA. I got this sketchbook from my dad because it's a set of two. He didn't want the other one. But again, same issue. Too thin of a paper. I might use it for something else. So, no. Then I've got the same one that I'm finishing, although it's completely new. And it would be great to repeat it, but I'm kind of tired of doing two things in a row the same. So, no. And then we come to the two final ones that I'm struggling with using. These are these two. Horizontal and vertical. This is way bigger than what I'm used to, and this is more in the lines that what I'm used to do. This page is a lot thicker. I don't remember how thick it was. I think 180, 150 milligrams. And then this one that I felt excited about getting, it was a gift from a friend from my favorite stationery shop downtown. Although the paper, I don't know if it's thick enough. But I think, I don't know, what do you guys think that I should be doing? So this is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to be doing next to this a review of a product from a shop that I love. And stay tuned for something more. Bye!